Okay, so today what we're going to do is, let's say given to you points, and then they're asking you to find the equation of the graph that fits these points. You're going to have to be able to do that. So far what we have done is I've given you the equation, and you have to graph. Now we're going to work backwards. Okay? So creating an equation in vertex form. So the first question is giving you the vertex. So the vertex of the parabola is 3, -7, and it also passes through the point 1, -5. State the equation of the quadrant. Always, they must give you a vertex and a point. Otherwise, you won't be able to do this question. Okay? And remember, we want it in vertex form, so we have to use the vertex form. Okay? You have to remember the vertex form. Y equals ax minus h squared plus k. Okay? This is the vertex. So we're going to start with that. I know my vertex. Where would I plug in the vertex? Exactly, h and k. So the 3 has to go for the h, and the -7 have to go for the k. Okay? So first step is plugging in your vertex. So nothing's going to change except the h and the k. You see that your vertex is actually 3, but how it appears in your equation, it's going to appear as -3. And we know that. We know that the h is opposite to what we see. Now, what else is unknown? The a value. That's right. I need to know what that a value is, because a value tells me what's my vertical, if I have a vertical stretch, if I have a vertical compression, or if I have a deflection. Okay? So I must solve for the a. What do I use to solve for the a? What other information are given to me?
Pattern?
You don't know the pattern.
Okay.
H and k, I already used them. The other point.
Oh.
Right? I'm given a point that is on the graph, so it's going to satisfy the equation. All right? So if I plug in that point, which is x and y, into my equation, I will only have a left as an unknown. I can solve for it. Okay? So you're going to have to substitute the other point that the parabola passes through into the generalization for x and y. So look what happens. X is going to go in for x, y is going to go in for y. So I'm going to have -5 equals a 1 minus 3 squared minus 7. So you should be able to see right now that everything else is numbers except a. So it's as simple as isolating for a and solving for it. So to solve for the variable a, I have to collect like terms. Sorry, not like terms. I have to simplify using BEDMAS and reverse BEDMAS. So what's the first thing that I have to do to simplify this?
Brackets.
The brackets. So if I do inside the brackets, that's going to give me a -2 squared minus 7, right?
Yeah.
What will be after that? What's after the brackets?
Subtracting. I mean multiplication.
Before that.
The a.
Oh, exponents. Oops. Brackets.
Exponents.
Yeah.
Exponent. So I have to do this next. So -5. What's -2 squared?
-4.
Positive.
No, positive 4. Positive.
Yes. Positive 4 because negative times negative is positive. So then I'm going to end up with -5 equals to 4a minus 7. Next.
Collect the subtracting.
So what do I have to do?
-7.
That's right. I have to bring them -7 to the other side because I want to isolate for a, right? So isolate for a. So if I bring the -7 over, it becomes +7. Okay? -5 plus 7 is 2. So 2 equals to 4a. How can I find a?
4 to the 2 equals to division.
Division. So it becomes 2 divided by 5.
So the value of a will be 2.
2 divided by 4 is what? It's not 2. It's a half. Right? You have 2 and you're dividing them into 4 people. To 4 people, right? So it's half each. Yes.
Does it have to be, like, when you do that, does it have to be, division? I mean, yeah, division. Or
When
can
you,
choose-
because you have 4 times A and you're bringing the 4 over,
Yeah.
it's the multiplication, the opposite operation for multiplication is division,
Division, okay.
right?
So you're just doing whatever's opposite of it.
Yes. And if you guys want to see, I have an example here that kind of similar to what we just did, right? And basically you bring the 9 over first and then you divide by 2 because you want to get rid of that. Okay? So it's kind of similar. Solving the equation. So now I know my A, I know my H, I know my K, I'm done. This is my equation. Okay? So my equation is y equals a half bracket x minus 3 squared minus 7. Knowing these steps and understanding them is very important. Okay? Understanding what the points represents. Where do I plug them? Which one's H? Which one is K? How can I find A? Okay? So, what we're going to do right now, we're going to stop this. You guys are going to work together. You can work in groups by yourself. You want to work by yourself first and then pair up with another person. It's up to you to solve example number 2. That's exactly what we just done, but with different points. Okay? Make sure you know which one is your vertex and which one is the point that's passing.